Shortly after a deputy from the sheriff's office in Martin County, Florida, located the vehicle and initiated a traffic stop, the driver of the suspected drunk car pulled over. This incident occurred on July 11, 2023. Unfortunately, it drove up a parking lot curb and crashed into a boulder.
Registration? Nothing? Didn't an ambulance? Zero.
A distinct odor of intoxicants were coming from the vehicle's driver's license and registration when the deputy approached. While attempting to communicate with her, you have no angelic registrations. Her behavior was out of the ordinary, and she seemed to be affected by something.
Driver's license, registration? Do you have any form of identification? Nothing? You speak? Then go ahead and speak to me, okay? Do you have any type of identification on you? Do you have a purse? Do you have a registration? Anything over there that's yours? No? Nothing. All right. What is your first name? What's your first name? What? Dana. Is this car registered to you? Is this your car? Yes. What are you under the influence of? Alcohol or drugs? Something. You could have killed somebody a moment ago. Okay? It was horrible. You hadn't turned the car off for me. I kind of don't trust you at this point, okay?
The driver was soon identified as a 41-year-old female named Dina. It was discovered that her driver's license was suspended on several occasions and the vehicle was not registered. The officer attempts to engage with her, but her response is absent. He queries whether alcohol or drugs are involved, yet her intense intoxication leaves her oblivious to the situation at hand.
You're kind of not helping me out any, so I can't do much for you. I had to turn it off.
Man, where your keys at?
Who knows? We're not even going that route. Can't even get a name. We pulled over Joan Jefferson, then she jumped the curb and drove up there.
Well, I heard the siren and I started trying to get out here. I didn't know.
Prevented it. Was that you up there?
No, I was in town.
Prevented it from crashing whoever's on top of the bridge. Trying's not going to help. I still want to know who you are. Keep an eye on her.
Throughout the journey to the jail, Dina's emotions surged uncontrollably. Her cries were marked by hysteria, punctuated by screams, and revealing a stark lack of self-control attributed to her profound intoxication. The pungent aroma of alcohol saturated the deputy's patrol car to an extent that compelled him to adjust the climate control to outside air, resorting to cracking a window in search of respite. Amidst the chaos, he sought cooperation for a broadcast request, urging her involvement. Amid her tumultuous state, she managed disjointed statements involving her son's military affiliation and disclaiming any harm caused. Upon arrival at the jail, she was ushered into the DUI room for processing. Dina's comments were filled with defiance despite the stressful nature of the encounter.
You can head out.
Okay.
Greg's here.
Huh?
My savior's here.
I just told her, I said, is that your landscaping outfit? She ruined it.
She didn't hit this. She hasn't hit this yet. She hasn't hit this.
The landscape right there? Oh, yeah, it's demolished. Well,
Is over top of it?
yeah. But I told Chapman it's a new property. And the support, he said, more like it's a new property. Yeah. So, that's what she said. She's like, yeah, the landlord put all this in.
She only hit one little bush, bro.
Yeah, it's
Never.
What's that?
I have literally never
really never.
been
This drunk?
off.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure you don't kill anybody. That's why we're stopped here today, okay?
Well, great.
All right, cool.
I have never fucking been.
Arrested for DUI?
No.
Yes, you have.
Is that what you're trying to
Well,
do?
because I stopped her about there and she went to pull over. And then she turned back in the
Oh,
traffic.
is that what you got? Was that when the siren hit again?
She turned
Okay.
back in the traffic and she rode up over a curb and
Oh,
cut
shit,
somebody
okay.
off coming back in.
Also, you about to tell? Yeah, before she knows not coming planes, you got to end them.
Yeah, she didn't pull up on here. She was getting fitted.
That's next level, buddy. That's crazy.
Pedophile.
You're a pedophile? Is that what you said?
What?
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 Y'all let pedophile.
Dina, you stay in Martin County or PSL? Cool. Go here and make sure that you are not under the influence and that you're okay to drive. Okay?
No. No.
I get those 6 o'clock nights.
You're under the influence.
I am? Not today, but
I'm a piece of shit.
I didn't say that. Again, I'm just here to make sure you're not under the influence and you can drive. That's it.
No.
Alright? We're just making sure you're okay to drive. That's it.
Look,
I got somebody to check you out, okay?
Hey, look.
I'll be here in a second.
Here, look. Let me tell the truth.
Okay.
Shit.
Why?
Shit.
Why?
I am.
Nah. Don't worry about that. Why do you think that?
I will never, let anybody,
Okay, I get it. I get it. It's hot out here. Give me 1 second,
my
okay?
kids.
I don't know what she's saying.
Subsequently, the deputy requested for a DUI traffic unit to arrive and carry out an investigation.
Sorry, man. They had us all on citrus. That's what we get for being 5 people short, man.
Just go talk to her. You'll figure it out.
What'd you stop her for?
9,000 things with PC.
9,000 things of PC? Okay, just all over the place?
Go talk to her. Be evident. Trust me.
Alcohol or drug?
Can't even tell you. It's so hot out. I had to reach in the car, turn off the car. But I'm assuming alcohol can talk to her.
Hello. How you doing today? Deputy Day with the Sheriff's Office. The deputy stopped you back there, the sergeant stopped you back there because you were swerving all over the road, he said. Guess a bunch of people were calling you in saying you were hitting the curb and... What's going on? You feeling okay?
No.
What's wrong? You have any medical issues? You gonna be able to tell me, can you talk? What's going on with you today? Been drinking this morning, huh?
No. You're not gonna? No. You're not gonna?
I'm just trying to talk to you and you're not talking to me.
No. No.
I can't hear you.
No.
No what?
No. No.
Do you have any medical issues?
What you're doing?
I'm not blaming you for anything. Can you zip your shirt up for me and then step out of the car?
Oh yeah. I'm a whore. Yeah.
Appreciate it. What's your first name?
Whore.
Well, I'm not going to call you that.
The officer pressed her for information about her activities, while simultaneously requesting that she change the subject for the time being. He disregarded any unpleasant remarks that were made about her and instead expressed a desire to leave. He made reference to a previous incident on the side of the road in which Dina had refused to participate in field sobriety tests. The officer approached her and asked if she could now speak with them. Dina refuted the officer's account, arguing that it was not accurate.
True. As to what happened.
Okay, tell me your version of what happened then.
You guys tried to vault for you guys wanted to make me. Yeah, you're right. I can't.
So when I came into contact with you, I was called there to do a DUI investigation because the person that pulled you over thought you might be intoxicated.
No, that's not what happened at all, actually.
So do you want to tell me what you think happened?
No, you were contacted to...
Dean, are you willing? I'm asking you now. Are you willing to complete some field sobriety tasks?
No.
I got a camera here, so you're covered.
You refused to. This has nothing to do with why I was pulled over. Why was I pulled over, sir?
You were asking me why you were pulled over?
Yeah, sir.
The sergeant was behind your vehicle and you were swerving all over the place and you almost hit some officers that were on another crash scene, and then you pulled over and then swerved back into traffic, and then when you pulled over you pulled up onto some rocks and hit a rock.
So you have that documentation, yes?
Yes.
You have.
That's documented, yes.
You have that.
And then the sergeant made contact with you at your driver's window, made observations, smelled alcohol and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
and then called me to come do an investigation. And when I got there, you didn't want to talk to me and you were cursing at me.
And why did I not want to talk to you, sir?
I don't know.
What did you say to me?
I asked you general questions. I asked you what your
Why
name
did I
was.
not want to say to you, sir?
All right. So
I'm asking you a question.
What I'm going to ask now is I'm going to ask you if you would like to.
I'm going to ask you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Which is a question that I am
Sure.
legally allowed to ask you.
Okay.
What did you ask me?
When pressed further, she was asked to recount the events from her point of view. As the officer continued to try to talk her out of her rejection, the tension in the room increased. He made reference to the existence of a camera, which led one to believe that the examinations were being recorded. Dina deflected the attention and questioned the significance of the current predicament. The officer stated once again that the initial stop was made due to the suspect's erratic driving, which posed a threat to the officer's safety.
So yes or no? Are you willing to perform standardized field sobriety tests? Yes or no? Is that a no? Okay, so I'll note that as a no. I'm now offering you an approved test of your breath for the purpose of determining the alcohol content. Are you willing to take the test?
Okay, so
Are you willing to take the breath test?
are you willing to acknowledge the sobriety test from my?
I'm going to read you implied consent, okay?
I'm done. I'm done.
Have a seat, Dana. I'm not playing with you. Sit down. If you refuse to take this test I've requested, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal.
Guess what? It was already done.
Okay. So essentially, if this is a subsequent refusal, it's going to be suspended for 18 months.
Yeah. It's official.
Driving privilege has ever previously been suspended, which it has, or you were previously fined.
And why? Why?
Let me finish, okay?
No.
Any criminal proceeding. Do you understand what I just read?
Why?
You're going to get an additional misdemeanor charge if you don't.
Answer what I just said.
That's the legislative law. That's the Texas law.
For
That's
you.
why. It has nothing to do with me.
Good.
I'm a fact reporter. I'm trying to read you your rights.
Good.
Okay? So are you willing to take the breath test?
Good.
So yes or no?
Why don't you just answer what I just asked you?
You're asking me why you have to do this?
No. I'm asking you why the fuck are you being held liable for this
Because you were the one driving the car intoxicated.
motherfucker that I was fucking. You don't get it? You don't get it? You guys fucking. No.
See.
Do you understand how vile and bullshit this entire thing is? You get it?
No.
Really? You get it?
So do you want to provide a breath sample? With your right to mind, I read you implied consent. You want to provide a breath sample?
My mother.
Mm-hmm.
My mother.
Yep.
My mother.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
I'm listening to what you're saying. Your
You
mother.
listen?
Uh-huh.
She works for the courts. The fucking.
Okay.
Shh.
I don't care.
Good. Guess what?
Yeah, I don't care
She
if your
was
mom
in
wants to.
the court for
Okay.
fucking. Guess what?
That's good for her.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She works for the cops.
That's not what I'm here for, though.
Yeah. No, you're not.
No.
Yes. No. Of course
No.
not.
Story time is over now.
Yeah. Story does.
So what I need to know is if you're willing to take the breath test.
He made a reference to the exchange between the sergeant and the officer who detected the odor of alcohol. Dina rebutted his statement by questioning her lack of communication and daring her to reuse curse words. The officer questioned his strategy and rehashed the request that Dina get out of the car. After he asked for clarity, she was forced to think back to the time it happened. As he repeated the inquiry concerning field sobriety testing, looking for a definitive yes or no response, his level of frustration increased. The officer's voice remained calm as he said, "Are you willing to provide a breath sample while keeping your rights in mind?" He brought her attention to the law about implied consent. Dina's comments continued to be jumbled, and she occasionally brought up her mother as if to object. The officer reassured her that he was listening despite the fact that she was in an emotional state. In spite of her protestations, he admitted that he could see things from her point of view. He concentrated on the issue at hand and solicited her participation in order to conduct a breath test. He made a veiled reference to her attempt to distract him by announcing that story time has ended. Dina's resistance remained, and a resounding no echoed her reluctance. The officer took note of the refusal and explained her stance on the concept of implied consent. He questioned her once more, this time inquiring as to whether or not she was continuing to refuse the test. He communicated the possibility of involving other people if that turned out to be required, and emphasized the potential unpleasantness that doing so may cause. Dina found herself facing a series of misdemeanor charges, each compounding her legal predicament. These charges encompassed driving under the influence for the second time, accompanied by the refusal to submit to testing, an act that further escalated her situation. The list of offenses extended to include her failure to register her motor vehicle and oversight that contributed to her legal troubles. A significant factor exacerbating her circumstances was the fact that she was driving with a suspended license, marking this as a second offense. However, the gravity of her situation was underscored by the additional layer of complexity. Dina was already under the weight of a $200,000 bond related to theft and fraud charges. This ongoing legal entanglement loomed large as she faced these new charges. As the legal proceedings unfolded, her financial obligations escalated, and the cash or surety bond for this incident being set at an imposing sum of $150,000. This confluence of charges and bonds painted a challenging road ahead for Dina as she navigated her legal battles.
Good morning, I'm also Parker with the Guyton Police Department. Any reason you ran that stop sign right there?
What stop sign?
The one right there at Parker's.
One that I sat there for like 5 minutes waiting for traffic out there?
You have a driver's license.
I do.
Alright, mind getting it?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, shoot. I need a debit card, huh?
I don't want that. Just give me a second, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, here you go, Mr. Harville. Please be more careful at the stop signs, okay?
I got you. Hey, man. You know I got a dash cam, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's a stop sign right there. And if you have a dash cam, I'll show you running the stop sign. Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
In this incident, a driver named Andy Harville is pulled over by a police officer named Marcus Parker. The officer falsely accuses Harville of not fully stopping at a stop sign. Harville informs the officer that the entire incident is being recorded on his dash cam. Despite being informed about the recording, the officer continues to make false accusations and insists that Harville did not come to a complete stop. However, the dash cam footage later proves the officer wrong. It clearly shows that Harville did stop for about a minute at the stop sign and was driving safely. It is revealed that Officer Marcus Parker has a history of misconduct. He had previously been put on administrative leave from a different police department for driving under the influence. He had driven home in his patrol car after consuming multiple drinks at a local restaurant while off duty. Parker had been dishonest with his supervisors about the incident before eventually resigning and joining the Guyton Police Department. The Guyton Police Department itself has concerning issues. They lack important policies regarding the use of body and dash cams, as well as protocols for the use of force, excessive force, arrests, and interactions with the public. The absence of these policies undermines citizen protection and fails to provide clear guidelines for police officers. Given these circumstances, there is a call for accountability and reform within the Guyton Police Department. The officer involved, Marcus Parker, should face consequences for his misconduct. Additionally, the department needs to implement necessary reforms for better serving and protecting the citizens under their jurisdiction. Now let's move to another video.
He's being detained right now for QX. No, I'm talking to her now. I know. I know.
Gonna be checking for an aggressive white female, unknown weapon, wearing a white shirt and jeans, making threats to harm himself.
Samuel Scott Jr.'s incident began when his car, a 2006 black Jeep Compass, was stolen from outside his aunt's house in Buena Vista in Miami.
Esa misma es. ¿Pero qué? ¿Qué estás esperando? ¿Tú eres un sargento? Ok, yo tengo a mi sargento. All right? Okay?
After the theft, Scott immediately called the Miami Police Department to report the incident and seek assistance in recovering a stolen vehicle. However, instead of receiving help, Scott found himself wrongfully detained and arrested by the same officers he had called. Despite being a victim of a crime, the police officers believe Scott was the perpetrator based on a description that matched his appearance. Scott, who is a black man, was wearing a dark-colored shirt over a white undershirt at the time. In a body camera footage obtained by the media, Scott can be seen telling the officers that the description of the person who took off in his car was similar to his own, but he insisted that they had the wrong person.
I went over there to see the kids and everything. My kids are...
Where are your kids?
I was with them.
Where are
They were over there. What's the name? They were at my cousin's house. So, huh?
When?
323.
What? I've been over there since
11 to
what?
3.
I want to say
11
it's
to 3.
5:30, 6 o'clock. I actually walked back over here.
You have 2 IDs?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, one is an ID and one is a driver's license.
Okay.
All right.
Scott questioned why he would call the police if he had stolen his own car and expressed his concern for his children who were left unattended while he's being questioned.
You know what's up, okay?
All right, but okay.
You mind if I sit in your car?
I really don't know what I did.
I really don't care, but. Alright, listen. I'm gonna reach your rights real quick. Alright?
I'm telling you guys got the wrong guy. I can confirm where I was, and I can even confirm my activities. I recently logged off of the VPN at my job.
Okay. At what time?
Roughly before I came over here, before I called you guys.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, you guys got the wrong guy.
Okay. The description of the guy that took off from your car is just like yours.
The officers proceeded to charge Scott with several offenses, including leaving the scene of an accident, false reporting of a crime, failure to carry a concealed weapon license, and possession of marijuana. However, these charges were later dropped by the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office in November 2021, indicating that there was insufficient evidence to pursue the case against Scott.
To the time, I really just jumped out of the car to go see. That's it. If you want, like I said, we can go. Like, I had my kids and stuff like that, dropped them off, came over to say hi. And I don't know what happened. I don't. I mean, like I said, I know the people that stay across there, over here, all over the place. I don't know what happened. My car somebody jumped in, drove off. And I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, I didn't do it. I mean, literally, I mean, why would I call the police? I mean, I called because my car is stolen. I mean, how me and my kids are going to get home? My pillow, my work ID, my work stuff, all of that stuff is in there. Why would I? That's why I'm like, why am I in handcuffs? If I'm calling them and I'm...
Alright, just give me a second. You never been arrested before?
No.
Sure about that?
Yeah. Never been arrested. Ex-military.
As a result of this wrongful arrest and detention, Samuel Scott Jr. is now suing the Miami PD and 5 specific officers involved in the incident. His lawsuit alleges unlawful search, false imprisonment, and unwarranted prosecution. Scott's attorney is seeking $500,000 in damages for the physical, emotional, and reputational harm caused by the incident. Let's now move to another video.
You ready? For what?
Wait, he didn't do anything! For what? Then why are you touching my son? He's in the car. My son is in the car. I don't want you to look after him. My son is in the car. No. Yeah, that was me. No one's gonna be hurt. Just get out of the car.
In this incident, the London Metropolitan Police pulled over 2 world-class athletes, and they have been accused of racial profiling. One of the athletes is Bianca Williams, a member of Great Britain's sprint team. According to Williams, the police officers approached their car aggressively and seemed ready to break the car window within seconds of their encounter. Ricardo dos Santos, who is Williams' partner and a record holder in the 400-meter event, denies the allegations of cannabis possession made by the police. He expresses feeling hurt and fearful as a result of the incident.
Guardate con la pistola che le punto.
Sì, basta che non appunti qua, non ci voglio
Lo sto puntando, lo so che sei. Che sei? Fatti papà, fatti.
No, basta che non sparano.
È una macchina nuova quella, che sei?
One other video surfaced showing AC Milan's Tom Way Bakayoko being detained and searched by police officers who had firearms drawn.
No, le vedo.
Le punto.
Le vedo. C'è una visuale precisa proprio.
However, Bakayoko was released after the officers recognized him as a famous footballer. The Milan police initially claimed that the check on Bakayoko was conducted with high security measures and justified by the context of the operation. However, they later apologized and released Bakayoko after realizing his identity. The police statement mentioned that the check was carried out in a manner consistent with the perceived danger, but the officer's shock upon recognizing Bakayoko suggests a potential misunderstanding or error in judgment.